Hey yo guys, what's going on? My name is Michigan, aka Demented. Welcome back to a brand new video. As you know, I'm a former professional soccer player and I'm also a coach. We're going to do a football IQ test, and let's just see if I get these right. This is based off of a video by the name of Become Elite. This is his channel right here. So if you have any questions or want to go back to this video, please reference to this video. This is where I'm getting it from. So let's just look at question one.
Into it. First question, we're starting off easy. What formation is Arsenal defending in?
They're defending in a 4-4-2. So right now they have 4 in the back, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 in the midfield, and 2 in the front.
Is it A, a 5-4-1? Is it B, a 4-1-4-1? C, a 5-2-3? Or D, a 4-4-2?
It's D, a 4-4-2.
The answer is D, 4-4-2.
Easy. Read
Next
the
question,
baby.
on the flip
Let's go.
side, what formation is Man U defending in?
1,
Is
2,
it
3, 4,
A,
5,
a 4-4-2?
5-2-3.
B, a 5-2-3?
There we go.
C, a 5-3-2? Or D, a 4-1?
Oh, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4-1-2. 4-1-2. It might just be a 4-1-4-1 because of this man right here. But like I said earlier, it could be a 5-3-1 because he's shifting right here. Because even though he's facing that way, I think he was just facing this way. That's why he kind of stepped up a little bit. Hold on, let's back up a little quickly. See, he's stepping up because he has the ball here. So due to shift, he's coming over this way. It looks like a 5-2-3 as of right now.
3, C, a 5-3-2, or
See, he's stepping up to him, right? So he's stepping up to him. He should be in a line back here, but they're evenly spaced out. I don't think it's a 4-4-2.
D, a 4.
The 4-1-4-1 is actually kind of like tripping me out a little bit. I think it's either a 5-2-3 or 4-1-4-1 because of this guy right here. But I almost want to say it's a 4-1-4-1. Here, due to this right here, due to what I see right here, a 4-1-4-1. So D as well. Oh wait, but he's tracking back. Hold on. No, I'm sticking with it. A 4-1-4-1.
The answer is a 5-2-3.
It was my first. That was my first guess. I knew it. I should have stuck with it. That was my first guess of what I saw. 5-2-3-1. I will say I was wrong on that one.
Question number 3. As Arsenal swings the ball over to the left side of the field, what run should Gabriel Martinelli make right here?
So there's 2 options. He can check in right here and have this person go out to the corner. Yeah, I would have him check in and have him right here go over there, because if he was to check in, this defender is going to go with him, which opens up space for him, and he just takes it down the line. That's what I think. But hold on, let's see what his options are.
Should he check down the line to open up space and face the defender? Should he make an out-to-in run in front of the defender into this pocket of
I would
space?
go in to
or
out.
should he make a run down the line behind this right wing back?
From what I just said, he should check in to have him. Wait. Okay, let's see.
The answer is down the line behind this right wing back because of the positioning of this wing back. He's
Oh, I don't know. I'd like to argue that one 100%. I want to argue that one just a little bit, because if you think tactically, he needs to check in. So check down the line. I guess you could say check in, which brings him in, because he's already having the ball. He's gonna pressure him. So if he moves in, he goes in, and that leaves room for him to go down the line. I want to argue that
high,
one.
he's
I wanna
wide,
argue
he's
that one.
close, and his body positioning is also faced inside with Gabriel Martinelli behind his back. So this picture just screams to that winger, make a run in behind.
I don't know.
So Onana has the ball, plays out to Mazraoui. He has the ball now looking forward. Where should he play this next pass based off of Arsenal's press?
Based off Arsenal's press as of right now, I would go for a switch, because this guy's covered. This is a very fine line. You're gonna have to thread the needle. Lightning. If you pass it here, I don't know if you got caught that. But that's crazy. If you pass it here, that's cut off. So honestly, your best way right now is to switch it, because you're already facing that way anyway. Just switch it.
Should he play A, back to Onana?
No.
B, into Bruno Fernandes here? C, into Ugarte?
Nope.
Or D, into Malacia?
Neither one of those. So right now, Onana.
Based off of Odegaard's rounded press, I think the best option here is to play back to Onana. I'll give you a little bit benefit of the doubt if you said to play into Malacia. I think that's not a bad option.
Nope, that's a very bad option.
Wide, but
because that's a bad option only because you're gonna have to play it back here, right? If you play it back here, he already has a cutoff angle, and he has nowhere to go from there.
Body positions faced inside. Onana here is the best option. Question number 5. The ball is played back into Bruno Fernandes. Where should he go with this ball? Should it be played into A, Højlund? Should it be played back to Garnacho? Should it be played all the way back to Maguire? Should he turn and play all the way back to Mazraoui? Or should he find this space and play into Malacia?
Thank you, right there. E.
I think this is a pretty clear one. You can see Arsenal's defensive line hasn't shifted to protect this space. There's a clear space here. Malacia is already making that run, and Saka now has stopped tracking that run and been attracted to the ball. It's a clear angle, clear pass to play into this area for Malacia into space. Manchester United now with possession of the ball in the middle of the field. The ball swings into Harry Maguire, out to Mazraoui, and now in this moment, where should Malacia make his run?
Down the line.
Should he A, check back to the half line and try to receive the ball to...
I'm going to say down the line because, look, he ball watching, him ball watching, right? He's not even looking at the player that's to his right. He was about to go behind him. But if you look at his foot right here, I think he's going to check back, which I think that's bad because all his weight right now is on this foot, but he's going to shift the weight to go to his left foot and go back, which I think he should just go forward, play that ball in the corner, and all of a sudden you have a 4v4, 5v4 because you have the ball against 4
feet here. Should he B, check inside into this pocket of space, or C, should he make a run down the line into this area?
Watch, he's gonna go forward and back.
100% Malacia should make the run into this space because you want to have counter movement. You can see Garnacho checking in towards the ball here.
He even
when he does that, Timber is tracking aggressively.
Look at his positioning. His left foot is kind of off the ground. He's on his toes here, but all his weight is shifted on his right leg. So he's going to push right now.
Following Garnacho's run very tightly here. So because of this, especially with Saka's kind of flat positioning, the clear answer is to make a run into the space that Garnacho and Timber are leaving.
Obviously.
This huge pocket of space, this huge area, and make a run down the line. Counter movement to Garnacho checking in. It's a great run. It works out. And now they've progressed the ball into the attacking half. The ball swings all the way over to this far side now. The press is broken for Arsenal. What should Martinelli do in this instant? This is a tricky one, too. I'll give you a little heads up.
Here's what I'm going to say. Based off of what I think as of right now, he should not press. He should just drop back. And this defender right here, we're going to shift, okay? He's going to go press him. He's going to take his spot.
Alrighty, this is a tricky one.
That's what I think.
Should Martinelli round his run and cut out that pass back to the center back?
No.
Should he run straight at the defender and press him towards the sideline? Or should he just retreat back into his line and let his team recover?
Yes. C. Run back.
This is a tricky one because it really depends on the tactics of your team. I've seen correct answers for all 3 of these, but typically I'd say more often than not, when your press is broken, you want to retreat back into your lines, reset, to then initiate another press. Now we're just going to keep this play going for question number 8. But should Zinchenko here hold his line and try to force an offside here, or should he drop back and follow this run?
Hold the line.
For me, this is a clear situation where, as a left back, you need to drop and follow that run because Dallow's got maybe 5 yards of space that he can time that run and run into. He can even run laterally to time that run. There's no pressure.
But if you think about it, though, there has to be a lot of communication in that because due to VAR right now, you could just be a shoelace offsides and they will call it. So if you just hold your line and you absolutely time it, you have to communicate to your defenders as well, say hold the line. Because look, they're all ball watching except for him. I think he's looking at him. It's communication on one and timing of when he hits the ball and as soon as he cuts in.
pressure on the ball.
That would be the best one.
It's very easy to time this run and stay onside. So as a left back here, you have to drop and follow this run because most likely that winger or that wing back is going to time this correctly.
I'd hold the line
and stay
100%.
onside if you hold your line.
Because I would hold the line 100% because even see with that, if you were to hold it and you made that run, everything has to be perfect. So either way, I think they're both really good answers. You can hold the line or drop back with him, but personally, I think I would rather just hold the line.
Question number 9, a question for my center mids here. Ball's getting played into Bruno Fernandes in this pocket of space. It's tight and congested.
Pass
Should
it
he
back.
play it right back?
No. Don't pass back. If you are a skilled enough player like Bruno Fernandes, one touch to your side right here. One touch to him right here.
De Ligt. B, try to play it all the way back to Onana. C, try to find Ugarte here. Or D, play it all the way wide for Dalot.
One touch. If you're a skilled soccer player, you got to see
I think
that.
It's so tight and congested that even playing back to De Ligt or Onana is a sketchy pass at this time. And I think the best option is to try to play it wide into Dalot using this passing lane right here. Question number 10. Arsenal attacking now. Saka with the ball, drives down the line. Where should he cross this ball?
If I was him, I'd cross it. Honestly, it's such a small space, but there's 2 back posts. He's open back post. So I would try and float it to probably like right about here. Back post.
Should Saka look for a clip cross to the back post, maybe back of the 6-yard box? Should he look for a cutback pass to the top of the 18? Should he look for a whipped-in cross on the ground to the near post?
No,
or D, should he shoot on goal?
Okay, so hold on. If you go near post, there's 2 defenders there. If you cut back, possibly a one-timer, depending on, Yall in the Prem and Arsenal. So that's possible. You can do cut back, but also back post because he's open too. He's open. He's ball watching. I don't think he ever checked over his shoulder to see him. So I think both cutback and back post would be good answers. But I prefer back post.
With how set Man United are and how many bodies they have towards the near post, I think the right option here is what Saka does and finds a clip pass to the back of the 6-yard box. Since that line is set, they're going to have to turn their shoulders and attack outwards against Arsenal's momentum. And then also there's more numbers in the back post for Arsenal. So I think they're at the best case scenario to getting on the end of this cross. Man United with the ball. Ball comes back to Maguire. Where should he play this next ball?
Okay, so where should he play this next ball? So good for him right here. He is getting behind the ball so he can turn and face forward. Right now, no one is checking in. If you are skilled enough, very, 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 very skilled enough, I pass it to him right here in the center. And if he's ready, if I think that's Bruno Fernandes. If he's on his toes, it could be a one-touch pass from him to him, and you just turn, and this defender just breaks it. But let's see what the options are.
Should Maguire here try to A, play back into De Ligt?
Taken.
B, try to find Bruno Fernandes. C,
lane is cut off.
E, turn and play all the way back to Onana. Or D, try to play into Mazraoui here.
None of those, to be honest with you. I would try to find him real quickly, like one touch. Wait, where did the ball come from? Where did the ball come from? I want to see where the ball came from.
Of this test. Now into question 11. Man United with the ball. Ball comes back to Maguire.
Find him. Find this guy. That's why we have this is why we play rondos. You gotta find this guy right here, and he finds Maguire. He turns, and he right here takes.
Where should he play this next ball?
This is
should
a
Maguire
good split
here
pass.
Try to A, play
and
back
one touch
into
back.
De Ligt.
Or this
B,
way.
Try to find Bruno Fernandes. C, turn and play all the way back to Onana. Or D, try to play into Mazraoui here.
Neither one. Mazraoui is tracking back so he can face the front.
I think because of Man United's aggressive press really blocking off most of these passing angles, and because De Ligt and Mazraoui are both a little bit high and pinched in, not in the best areas to receive the ball, the really only answer, the safest option here is to open.
See, I'd like to argue that one because he could have turned and found Bruno Fernandes. Like, I don't know. I don't know. You are very skilled enough to play one touch passing, and I believe you can most definitely do that. I don't know.
Play all the way back
I don't
to
agree with
Onana,
that one.
which is exactly what Maguire does. Question number 12. Manchester United is now attacking Arsenal's goal. Ball comes all the way over to this right.
Okay, so if you're asking what to do now, play him right here. Right here. One touch shot. Best thing to do.
Right side bounces out to Dallo. Dallo now. How should he shoot this ball? Of course, you can shoot it and score.
Honestly, how to take a shot? Near post is taken by him, and him. He kind of at this angle can't really tell. Ooh, actually no, near post. No, yeah, he has near post covered, middle of goal covered. I would go back post depending on what he says.
So many different ways, but what is the highest chance of scoring this ball? Should he A, go near post and low? Should he B, go near post and high?
Nope.
Should he C, go far post and low? Or should he D, go far post and high?
Okay, so off of these answers, I would love to go low and far, because if you go high, you're probably most likely going to skyrocket it. But if you go low and far, it has a high chance of it ricocheting and either going for a corner or it goes into the goal for you. So C, low and far.
I really don't want to say you should always do something because there's always an exception, but typically in this area with a lot of bodies in front of goal with this angle, typically the best thing to do here is to play it hard on the ground across the goal with a lot of bodies in front of the goal, because you never know what deflection you can get. You never know what your striker can maybe get a toe or a touch on. Usually 9 times out of 10, you want to hit this far post and low. It's the second half now. We switch sides. Manchester United are attacking, but where should Højlund make his run, given that an early cross is going to be hit?
Okay. Cut inside right here. Cut in this space right here. Because this ball can be played just as the weight on the ball right here into this area. Right there is where it should be played. I don't know. Let's see what the options are.
Should he A, stay exactly where he's at, stay on the top of the box for a cutback cross? Should he B, run in front of this defender towards the near post? Or should he C, try to run behind the defender towards the back post?
I'd go near post. Oh, okay. I'd go near post because exactly what I said. You want to find this spot right here, and the perfect weight of the ball should be placed right here. If he was to stay at the top of the box, this defender right here is already covering him. So if he was to play that ball, he should, I don't know why he's jogging, but he should get back hella fast and try and cut this pass off. Back post, I don't know. I'd near.
Now, this is one where you could maybe argue he could round around and try to go to that back post. But most of the time when it's 1v1 in the box, you want to get it in front of that defender so that you can get a touch and more likely to get some action on the ball.
Yeah.
Now we have an attacking sequence for Arsenal. I didn't even realize, but all of the clips have really been about Manchester United. But now we're focusing on Arsenal. Coming into the box here, where should this cross go?
Right here. Right here. Right here. Because this guy right here should be making a dead sprint. He should be able to hold the ball for another 2 to 3 seconds. And within that 2 to 3 seconds, the ball can be played right here at the top of the circle. And boom, shoot it in.
Should he A, try to play a ball across the 6 for Martinelli running and crashing into the space? Should he B, try to find Kai Havertz's feet here? Or should he C, cut the ball back to the top of the box for one of these two players?
Neither one. This guy should be making... If it's, let's just say the scenario you're down by a goal or you're tied 0-0 and you want to get ahead or tie the game back up, you should be dead sprinting up here, and he should just do probably a good lob pass just in this area, because he's gonna go this way 100% because he's defending him. If he goes inside, he's gonna follow in with him. So him right here should be right here, making a dead sprint, calling for the ball, and just take a ripper. That's my reasoning and my logic.
I think that based off of the defender's positioning, I think based off of Martinelli's run being tracked, I think...
Okay. I did not think of that. You are 100% correct. You can cut back right here. He has two options. As soon as he cuts back, he can take a shot or hold it for a second and pass the ball to him. I honestly just think you want to find the ball to him, because you hold it for a good second. But by the time he is able to get to him, he can control. He can take a touch to control, pick his head up, find him, play into the space right here, and just take a ripper.
based off of all 4 of these defenders crashing the 6 and really not having anybody top of the box, the highest likelihood of scoring here is a cutback cross to one of these 2 players.
There is never one clear answer in any given moment, which I agree, because I think my answer would have been a good answer too, and that was not on the board, so I'll take that.
All right, now transition attack from Manchester United. Arsenal tries to attack here, end up losing the ball. Ball bounces to, I believe, Bruno Fernandes. He's
play this space right here. Oh, the mouse. Play this space right here, please. Play that space right there. Because he's already making a diagonal run. He's facing that way. So what he has to do, he has to change his momentum and his shift. He's already behind the ball. Even though, yes, he's technically in front, but because he's closer to the ball, that should be easier.
Looking forward.
Final corner. Depending on the pace of him and him. Oh, no, because he can cut it off. Because he's already covered by him. Or make a switch. Switch to play to him. Switch to play.
Should this ball go? Should he A, try to find his left wing back Malacia here?
Nope.
B, should he try to slip Højlund in behind? C, try to find Garnacho in this pocket of space? Or D, try to switch it out wide to
the
D right side?
D,
I think
100%.
with how many numbers Arsenal has in this far side, I mean, every single one of their defending players is on that far side of the field besides Zinchenko. I think the right answer here is to open up and to not force it down in this congested area, open up and try to find this big area of space on the right side. Now, it doesn't work out. He doesn't hit the right pass, or he hits the right pass, but he doesn't execute the right pass, and he underhits it. But I think that is the right idea of what he should do in that moment. Onana's going to play it out wide right, and he's going to receive the ball back again. Now,
okay, so for here, he's probably going to ask where should Onana go. This would be the best option because he's pressing to block off that pass. He has multiple options. He could dump it right here to find his feet. Depending on where he's going, I wasn't really. Oh, what? You're a pro. You should be able to hold this ball for a second. But I think just dumping it in this area right here would be the most logical reasoning because he's already going back.
This moment, Timber has 2 players that he needs to take care of. You can see that Arsenal's pushing a lot of bodies forward. They're pushing their center mids on. Timber now has to make a decision. Should he A, stay halfway between these 2 players?
Where should Timber go? Oh, damn. I say Timber should go towards him because that's most likely where the ball is going to be put. If it does go hit to him, this guy right here can track back and cut it off while he stays with him.
Trying to mark both and just kind of seeing how the play progresses. Should he B, get tight against this man and tuck inside? Should he C, get wide and get tight on this winger? Or D, drop back in his line with his center backs?
I'd say B, high and in.
With this situation with the press, especially when the ball's in the far area of the field, you usually have to leave 1 or 2 guys unmarked on that far side of the field. So Timber here should tuck in a little bit, but he really wants to be halfway between these 2 players.
I don't know about that. Like I said, because it really depends on what Onana does. Because if he plays it here, he's already covered by him. And if he does get it, cool, it's just one touch to him, but he can cut it off while he stays with him.
If
That's
the ball
personally
starts
what
to
I think.
Shift over, then he can kind of delay and wait for a center mid to come back or somebody to shift over and help him. But he needs to basically occupy both of these players by.
See, so if he was high and in, he can communicate and tell him, hey, he's coming in, and then you just drop back like what you're doing just now. So about. Can y'all hear the rain? It's all about communication and how you play, and just the chemistry really is all that you need. Because if you were to go high and in and the ball is played that way, you just gotta let your center mid or your other center back know, hey, he's coming in, pick him up, and you stay with him.
Staying halfway in between. If he overcommits to either one, he can be in trouble. And if he drops all the way off, then that press can easily be broken. And again, he can be in trouble. Arsenal now building up the ball. Where should this ball be played? When the right back receives the ball,
Okay. The only clear option that is shown to me is you got to go down this line and it cut in right behind. He needs to be able to see that he right here is going down the line and then cut in, and he plays the ball right here. Or he can also make that run right down here. Or, he can check in, make a loop, and play the ball right down the middle.
Looks up, he's got time and space. Where should this ball be played? Should he A, try to find one of his attacking players in this pocket of space to feet? No. Should he B, try to play a ball in behind into this area for one of his strikers or wingers to run on?
Option 1, yes.
Should he C, try to find a center mid to switch the point of attack? Or should he D, play it back to one of his center backs to
B.
reset
in
the
this
attack?
In this situation, in these answers that you're giving me, B, 100%.
This is a clear ball in behind, kind of curled around, just basically hugging the sideline into this area of space because of how much time he has on the ball and how high Man United's line is right here. The back line is only 20 yards from the ball right now, and they're very flat. They're not dropping, and there's so much space in behind this back line. This is a clear ball in behind, wrapping the ball kind of along the sideline into this area for one of his attackers to run onto. Once again, another build-up play from Arsenal. So Arsenal is going to have the ball. They're going to play into the center mid here, play all the way back to the center back. Where should...
Right here. Right here. He should be played a split right between him, and he should be checking in.
This left winger make his run.
Right here.
Should he A, pop into this pocket of space so he can receive the ball to feet? Should he drop very low and wide so that ball can come out to Timber and then Timber can play out wide to him? Should he make an inside run into this area right here? Or should he just turn and run into the space behind the back line towards the corner flag?
Check in 100%.
I think the clear answer here, again, is to make a run in behind just based off of this right back's defensive positioning. You can see how overly aggressive he's being, his momentum, everything. He's high, he's wide. He's already anticipating and running to weed out a pass on the ground to feet here.
But okay. So if you were to turn and go, you already are running the risk of, if he takes I did not watch this game. If he takes a big touch and he's already making his run and doesn't even know about it, he's going to be offsides.
The clear answer is to go against this guy's momentum and to make a run behind here. And you can see how well that works out. He gets a clear 5-10 yards ahead of him. Probably should play that ball first time on the ground there, but still gets a great shot.
I don't know. I guess the turn and go is also a good answer, but you just have to think of, like, I don't know. I think A and D were both good answers.
Shot attempt off. Okay, now for question number 20, the final question, we're going to look at a very, very similar play and once again try to figure out where Trossard should make his run. So ball comes into Declan Rice. You can already see he's turning. You can already see the intent. He's already checked his shoulder.
He's going to play right here.
Switch the point of attack with how many numbers Manchester United has thrown over to this far side of the field. Should he check into this pocket of space?
Oh, him? Where should he go? I just stay right where you're at, bud.
Should he drift wide to keep this passing lane open but try to receive the ball to his feet? Should he run in behind, making that same run as before? Or again, should he run inside to...
With the answers that we have right here, I would say B, drift wide.
Almost inside the center circle.
I'd say drift wide, B.
I think if you watch this right defender's positioning, once again, this tells you where to make the run. He's anticipating now that ball over the top and behind. He's prepared for it. He's dropping. His momentum now is kind of dropping back because he just got burned in the last play. So I think now the right answer is not to make that run in behind and instead try to kind of just drift into this area, maybe check a little bit to receive the ball into feet.
What I would do, because I used to be a striker and I see runs a lot. He's already making a run. Why, with me, because I hate running, why would I waste energy to come out wide when honestly I could just stay right there? Hold on. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, see, look. If I just stay right here, right, and I come over here just a little bit, he's going to be checking in, and this guy right here should be making the overlapping run, and I just played to that corner flag.
And to attack.
It's easier said than done, but I think that's what should have been done.
Now, you don't want to drop too low and check in too deep because you want to be on the forefront and be attacking here. You don't want to receive it and allow Manchester United to drop back and get in their lines. You want to stay high, but you do want to keep this passing lane open for Declan Rice to play you the ball to your feet. So that is the tactical IQ test. Out of 20 points, please let me know what your score was. If you got 15 to 20 points, I'm going to say that is the pro standard. If you got 10 to 15 points, we'll say that's semi-pro. If you got 5 to 10 points, we're going to say that's amateur. And 0 to 5 points, we'll just...
Okay, so based off of these scores, honestly, I'm going to have to look back of how many questions I got right and wrong. But I do believe I hit the 15 and 20 pro standard. I did also give answers that were not on the board, and I think that they also could have been the right answer. But there also were a couple answers or questions that had, like you said before, like there is no wrong answer. It just depends on how the game is being played. I did not watch this game, so I don't know how it went. You also have to take into consideration of the chemistry of the team and how the skill of the team is. I know it is a 15 to 20 pro standard, but I do definitely believe that my IQ level is at a pro standard, or else I would not be coaching the players that I have today. Like for me, I'm only 28 years old. I only played professionally for about 2 years, both indoor and outdoor. And for me to take on a high school team, a U15 team, a U16 team, club competition, and guide them to above 500 rating, like 0.5 percentage. Like you have more wins and losses, and I'm also developing U10s to become better, and hopefully by the time that they get to, let's just say, U16s, the team will be one of the best in Texas. If I did not have that type of brain or IQ of soccer, then I don't think I would be a coach for the club that I am with today. But honestly, I do believe I am at that pro standard. I did get some questions wrong. I'm not gonna lie, I got them wrong because I think my style of play is a lot different than what they see. You have to keep in mind too is that English football is more about a kick and run, and we just dissected a game of English football, which is kick and run. They like to play the long balls. They like to force it, which I am not that type of player. I'm not that type of coach to force it. I am what you would call a Spanish coach in like La Liga. La Liga is all about tiki-taka, playing the ball around. A lot of what I just said, and I said we have these options to do, that was a lot of tiki-taka, move the ball around, passing and moving. And those passing movements were not in the answers that we had. Like we didn't have those just shitty check into here, take the touch and play it out wide. A lot of those plays were not in there, which is... that's okay. That's fine. I didn't think of that until now, that this is an English game. This is a English question that we are looking over. If it was more of a Spanish game, that would have been a lot different. If you are Italian, if you were in Serie A, it would be a lot different too, because each country has a different style of play. Like the US is different. English is different. Spanish is different. The French are different. Every country, every league has a different style of play, and I did not take in consideration of that. This is a English game that we were looking at, and a lot of my thoughts, a lot of my tactics are coming from the Spanish league, La Liga, and I think that's where I kind of got mine wrong. It's because we were dissecting a completely different game or different league. But anyways, thank you all for watching. Please give credit to Elite Soccer. This is
you need work. So
who I saw become elite. I took his football IQ test. So, this guy right here. So, shout out to Become Elite. I just watched his video right here. Can you answer all these football IQ questions? Shout out to him. I will leave a link to his YouTube channel in the bio. And let me know what y'all think about my test and how my brain works. This is just me, a 28-year-old who played 2 years of professional soccer and now the head coach of two different age groups. But yeah, I'll see y'all in the next video.